I contacted my student inappropriately after they contacted me inappropriately. Two can play that game. So I teach this business course at our local community college. Nothing fancy, just basic stuff like accounting and marketing. When I first started teaching, I made the huge mistake of giving students my personal cell number for emergencies. Big mistake. Huge. These kids started treating me like their personal Google assistant. I'd get texts at 11:30 at night asking stuff like, "What chapter is homework on again?" Or my personal favorite, "Can you explain the entire lesson from today because I wasn't paying attention?" One kid literally called me at 2 a.m. on a Saturday night, clearly drunk, asking if we had class on Monday. I could hear party music in the background and everything. The school has this official policy that all student contact has to go through email, but nobody follows it because email feels too formal or whatever. So I set up this GroupMe chat just for emergency updates. Like if there's an accident on the highway and I'm gonna be late to class, or if campus is closed for weather. Emergency stuff only. But of course, students started direct messaging me on there constantly. The new generation thinks teachers should be available 24/7 to answer questions they could literally find in their syllabus in 2 seconds. Thank God for do not disturb mode on my phone. But here's what really pushed me over the edge. It was Thanksgiving Day. I'm sitting at my parents' house with my whole family. We're about to eat dinner. My wife's carving the turkey. My kids are fighting over who gets the drumstick. Normal family chaos. My phone buzzes with a GroupMe message. It's this student. Let's call him Tyler. He goes, "Hey professor, I have a question about the assignment that's due next week." Not, "Hey, sorry to bother you." Not, "Is this urgent?" Just straight up demanding my attention in the middle of a national holiday. My wife sees the message and gets super mad. She's like, "Let me text him back. I'll tell him it's completely inappropriate to contact you during Thanksgiving dinner." I told her, "Nah, I got this." See, Tyler had no idea that for my regular job outside of teaching, I work at a shipping warehouse. I have to be there at 5 a.m. sharp, which means my alarm goes off at 4:40 every single morning. So the next morning, right when my alarm went off, I grabbed my phone. 4:40 a.m. on the dot. I sent Tyler a message. "Hey Tyler, just wanted to follow up on that question you had yesterday. I was thinking about it all through dinner, and I really want to make sure you understand the material. Can we discuss it right now? I have about 20 minutes before I need to leave for work." Then I sent another one. "Also, I was reviewing your last quiz and noticed you missed some key concepts. We should probably go over those too while we're chatting." And another one. "Oh, and don't forget that we have that group project due soon. Have you started working with your partners yet? I can give you some guidance on how to approach it." I sent like 5 messages in a row, all super enthusiastic and teachery. My phone stayed silent for the rest of the morning. When I got to class later that week, Tyler looked exhausted, like he'd been up all night or something. He barely made eye contact with me during the entire lesson. After class, he came up to my desk all sheepish. "Professor, I just wanted to apologize about texting you on Thanksgiving. I wasn't thinking." I just smiled and said, "No worries, Tyler. I figure if it's important enough to interrupt family time, it must be urgent enough to discuss at any hour, right?" He got the message loud and clear. Funny thing is, after that little wake-up call, the inappropriate messages basically stopped. Word must have spread through the class that I don't mess around with boundaries. Now when students have questions, they either ask during class or send a proper email like adults. And my Thanksgiving dinners have been peaceful ever since. Tyler never replied to those 4:40 a.m. messages, by the way. I assume he figured out real quick how it feels when someone interrupts your sleep for non-emergency school questions.